Welcome to the Mug Hub Podcast, the ultimate platform for all things related to medicine's use, patient care, and the incredible world of pharmacy. We are your hosts, Connor and Sian, and we're thrilled to have you join us today.
Here at the Mug Hub Podcast, we're passionate about empowering future pharmacists, expanding your knowledge and igniting your curiosity. Whether you're a first year embarking on your pharmacy journey or a final year getting ready to go out into practice, this podcast is designed just for you.
Across our series, we delve into 4 captivating themes that will take you on an enlightening and entertaining journey. From exploring intriguing clinical topics to showcasing the extraordinary individuals who make up our incredible teams, we're here to unlock the secrets of the pharmacy world.
So grab your favourite mug, settle in, and let's embark on an incredible voyage together. Get ready to be inspired, educated, and motivated as we unlock the vast potential of pharmacy and the vital role it plays in healthcare.
You're a pro though, you've done this before, you've been in here. We were saying to a beer that actually that episode from some of the pharmacists I've spoken to, they really enjoyed the student pharmacist led episode with David Webb. Nice. So that was really
that
good.
Was a win.
It was a total win, and we'll be doing some more of that again. So so let's get cracking.
All right.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Mug Hub Podcast. Today we are joined by Liv, who is a student pharmacist who's leaving us. It's your final year and you're off to your foundation year, but you're also joining us on behalf of Pharmacist Support, which you volunteer for.
Yes, correct.
So welcome. So we've got some questions for you just to kind of get a bit of an understanding of Pharmacist Support and how they can help our student pharmacists. What is Pharmacist Support and what does it do?
So you might not have heard of Pharmacist Support before. It's an independent charity that provides a huge variety of free and completely confidential services. Support services to pharmacists and their families, but also former pharmacists, trainees and pharmacy students. So the services they offer include information, just general information and inquiries, specialist advice, financial assistance, addiction support, counselling and peer support. And they also have their Wardley Wellbeing Service, which includes their completely free wellbeing learning platform. And their mission is to champion the well-being of the pharmacy family with a vision that no one in our pharmacy family is to face challenging times without them by their side.
Brilliant. That's making me think of Claire May now and Pharmaly.
I went exactly there as well.
Nice.
She loves a Pharmaly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And I think it's interesting because Pharmacist Support, I think you'd automatically think that it wouldn't include students. So it's great that you've kind of... It does include students. It does include
students. Yeah. And so you've listed some of the services there. So thinking about our students, what are the services that students can use from Pharmacist Support?
Yeah, so the students can access all of the support services except for addiction support. So Pharmacist Support also have an annual student bursary scheme which opens at the beginning of the year. With the support of Alliance Healthcare, they can provide a bursary of either $3,000 or $5,000 to students who are going through unexpected financial hardship and ongoing adversity. So the 2025 application window would open in January 2025 if you were interested. So students and also those who are pharmacists earning under 37k a year are also eligible to receive up to 8 funded counselling sessions from Pharmacist Support Counselling Service. And it's great because the wait time to see one of the charity's specialist counsellors is typically less than 2 weeks, which can be a lot less than the NHS wait time.
Yeah.
So that's one of the benefits of that. And if students feel that they need more than 8 sessions, the charity suggests that they also request counselling through their university.
Okay.
So that's also something that Brighton Uni offers.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got the SSGT within the School of Applied Sciences that we could refer them to
we
as well.
We do, yeah. Actually, and that's obviously something that affects students, but I think pharmacy students and healthcare students, particularly in a profession where burnout is very common, relatively. Is there any tips that Pharmacist Support could give our students in ways to prevent burnout or any sort of general stress management tips?
Yeah, so I asked the wellbeing manager from Pharmacist Support to provide some tips for this. These can also be used to prioritise your wellbeing and stress management. And the tips that they gave were, firstly, to make sure you take screen-free breaks from your studies and your work. And also, when you stop to eat your lunch or your dinner, take time to eat mindfully and have a proper break.
Mindful eating.
Mindful eating. I have a bit of a
Yeah.
problem with that, but I'll go with it.
And then the second tip was find some time for exercise, because it can lift mood and make us feel more able to cope with stress. And then the last one is to prioritise sleep, because obviously during exam season it can be really easy to
Oh, yes.
sacrifice sleep to keep studying, but sleep is a foundation of health and well-being, so you need to make sure that you're getting enough sleep.
It's so hard,
for
though.
sure.
I mean,
yeah.
I completely agree with all of those, but it's often those things that we know that are good for us that end up going to the wayside a little bit
Yeah.
when we're stressed, and we feel like we've got to do the work, and we've got to, prioritize our time so that we do the work rather than looking after our mental health or our
Yeah.
physical health. And I think you're absolutely right. We should be focusing on those a bit more.
Just also during exam season as well, another thing that for pharmacy students, something else they can take part in is a student Act Now campaign, which is a completely free campaign tailored, again, just to pharmacy students during exam season to help manage mental health and well-being. And if you get involved in it, you get loads of free resources, including revision materials and just resource packs into your email inbox. So if you wanted to sign up, you can just visit the charity's website or social media, and I think we can also add a link to this description.
We could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
We
I
can
think
add the link in there. And that's so they can set up like study groups and things.
Well, it's just like a email. It's just like an email thing you can sign up to, and you get loads of resources
Nice.
and things sent.
That's
over.
good.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously, it sounds like there's lots of things that Pharmacist Support is able to offer to pharmacists and to our student pharmacists. But I wonder, are there any ways that individuals or organisations can help get involved in supporting Pharmacist Support?
Yeah, so as a pharmacy student, you can do what I'm doing. I'm like a student volunteer ambassador for Pharmacist Support.
Okay.
So the window to join is actually open now. So if anyone wanted to join that, or they could join in September when they go back to uni. So some things that I've been doing is I did an information stand, just giving out some information about it on campus. And I've also been, because I am running the Pharmacy Society social media, I've been sharing lots of things on there, especially during exam season. I was sharing things for the Act Now campaign as well,
Brilliant.
because obviously we've got a big student pharmacist following. So that's definitely something that you can do. And they're looking for a group of ambassadors for every university. So I was just by myself at this uni, but there was other unis that had like multiple ambassadors, and I think the more the merrier. So if you could grab some friends and apply as a group.
Yeah, and so if we'll have the link on the episode show page, and then that's somewhere where people can click on to offer their support.
I think I just put my email in and they contacted me that way when I did it.
Okay, seems straightforward.
Yeah.
So are there some things so obviously you've been a volunteer for Pharmacist Support.
Yes.
Have you, so you're helping other student pharmacists as part of this network. Are there some things you've gained whilst being a volunteer for them?
Yeah, I mean, they had a group chat with, a group like Slack page with pharmacy students from the other unis, and it was actually really nice to chat to them, just to chat to other people at different unis, because you don't really realise the courses are run quite differently, and it's nice to talk about the differences. So that's been nice, and it's also been really nice for like just confidence and like public speaking and just chatting to people. So yeah, I've definitely benefited from being a volunteer as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you get to help others, but then also you're helping yourself in certain ways as well.
Yes.
Fantastic. And then what are the future goals then in terms of how Pharmacist Support is helping people?
So after a very successful last 5 years, Pharmacist Support has begun planning their next 5-year strategy. So they've said if you would like to keep up to date with the charity, you can sign up to their newsletter, and you can receive updates, resources and information tailored to pharmacy students straight to your inbox. And we can also add a link to that into the description of the episode as well.
Perfect. So there's lots of services being offered there, and obviously you're doing it on a voluntary basis, but somebody's got to be funding this. So how do they fund their services?
Yeah, so Pharmacist Support relies on partnerships, donations and fundraising to continue their work. And there are loads of ways that you can get involved and raise money for the charity, just in the same way you'd raise money for any other charity. So, for example, if you're if you're running a marathon or running a race this year, then you can.
I am not.
No, neither.
I am not.
But if you were thinking about it, you could run on behalf of the charity, or just kind of ways.
Go on,
that
Connor,
would-
you could do that.
Yeah.
Do it. I've actually got a 10K
10K.
coming up
There you
next
go.
weekend, but I'm really seriously thinking I might not be able to do it.
Oh no.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Because London Landmarks ballot has just opened up. But
What's
I
that, 10 miles?
That is a half marathon.
Half marathon.
I wonder if they'd be
Ooh.
interested
Yeah.
in
We
like
could
get
get a
sponsored.
student group.
We could get.
a good
Student
idea.
group.
Oh, I don't
see.
know, because half a marathon is quite a lot for if you're not a runner.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking the opposite. I was
Get the
thinking, well, if we get,
runners.
and we'll be
Yeah.
left behind. All the students will have finished, and we're still, I don't know.
Oh, I'll take that away.
There
Sorry, carry on.
No, I was just going to say just other like normal ideas for fundraising, like doing a bake sale.
Yeah.
Or we also, again, as I mentioned, so I'm part of the Pharmacy Society. So we're thinking we're going to have a look at the balance that we've got in the Pharmacy Society account and have a look at potentially donating some of the money in our account to Pharmacist Support. So we were thinking of doing £1 for every ticket that we sold at the ball, which is about 100.
Yeah.
It's about £100. We're thinking if we have the money still in the account, we're going to donate that to Pharmacist Support. So that's another way
Oh,
that it
that's
can be
good.
done. And then also, if you do wish to take part in if you did want to take part in a fundraising activity to raise money for them, you just need to head to their website to download their fundraising toolkit.
That's quite a few ways.
Yeah.
And look, you've actually opened up a little,
Inspired.
inspired us to
I am inspired.
watch that space. Brilliant. Sounds like a really useful organisation, well, charity that's offering lots of vital services to pharmacists and students. Anything else that you would like to share with our listeners about Pharmacist Support?
Yeah, so there's just one other thing that I haven't mentioned that's available for students. So students can have access to Pharmacist Support has got a wellbeing learning platform, which again is a free online platform that is for individual wellbeing learning. So by signing up to the platform, it gives you access to a range of wellbeing workshops for you to work through completely at your own pace. The workshops cover all kinds of things like choosing a foundation placement for the foundation training year, getting mentally prepared for exams, and how to manage anxious thoughts, and so much more. You also receive a certificate after completing each workshop. So yeah, you can do that completely in your own time,
Nice.
which is really nice. I think that's everything. And then also, so if this was the first time you've heard about Pharmacist Support and you enjoyed hearing about the charity in this episode, please try and spread the word. You can share their posts on your social media, sign up to the newsletter, or simply tell your pharmacy student friends, because you never know when someone might actually be struggling and need someone to talk to.
So true. Yeah. That's brilliant. I think that's really helpful to get the awareness out that there is an organisation that can support you through stressful times and financially or emotionally. Yeah,
definitely.
Thank you.
Brilliant. And I think obviously moving forward, making sure that we've got some volunteers that
Yes.
are
Yeah,
they
keep the good work
ambassadors,
going.
did you say? Are they-
Yeah, so it would be, the role is just student ambassadors, and it's actually really, really flexible. Like, you can put into it as much or as little as you have time for. So, like, obviously during exam season, I didn't really have much time to give towards it. But then throughout the year, especially in fourth year, there's been a lot of times where there's not really been too much going on. So I've been able to get a bit more involved. And they also, I wasn't able to go because I was on holiday, but they had a big, up in Manchester, they had a big, meet up where all the ambassadors from all the different unis got to meet up. And there was a day, I'm not really sure what they did, but it sounded really
Sounds
nice.
fun, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
But where were you on holiday?
I was in Sweden.
Nice.
As soon as I had my last exam, I was like, I'm out of it. yeah.
That is completely
Yeah,
fair.
literally. I think everyone did the same.
Yeah, no doubt.
Everyone was, straight
Well,
on holiday.
So have you got any succession planning then for obviously the Pharmacy Society and obviously your role as a volunteer for the Pharmacist Support?
Yeah, I am keen to potentially keep it going. I feel like the pharmacy training year is going to be quite intense, so I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to be able to put into it. And obviously, I wouldn't be a student volunteer anymore. I'd be doing it as a trainee. And yeah, in terms of the Pharmacy Society, we've got a whole new committee taking over, and they're all going to be great, I'm sure.
Nice.
So yeah, going to have a handover meeting soon, I
Oh,
assume.
very
Brilliant.
good.
Yeah.
Where's your foundation year training?
Edinburgh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Local.
Yeah, so near, just a little flight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
In
Like,
hospital or-
hospital, yeah, the
Oh,
big,
you're
big
very
hospital
lucky.
there. Yeah, so lucky. Yeah, full 12 months in hospital I got.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And what a city.
I know, I can't wait.
Have you been?
Once.
Okay.
Yeah, actually twice. I thought I'd only been once, but my mum's told me that she took me when I was little, so didn't know I'd been
All
there
adds up.
before. Yeah.
I love Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Also, you might bump into Elaine because I'm pretty sure she's
Yes.
heading up the training for
That is
all
true.
of their foundation training.
nice.
Previous colleague Elaine, yeah.
So you might bump
That'd be
into
good.
Dr. Sharp.
That would be nice. I don't know if she'd recognise me. I'd recognise her.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'd
She may
recognise
well
me.
do.
Yeah.
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 Thank you so much, Liv. That's
Yeah, of
been
course.
really interesting, and I'm sure that's going to help either inspire other people to, follow the volunteering
Yeah.
role, or help some people who
I hope
just
so.
needed some support. So thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
And that brings us to the end of another captivating episode of the Mug Hub podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's discussion and took away valuable insights that will fuel your passion for pharmacy.
Remember to subscribe to our podcast and stay tuned for future episodes where we continue to explore fascinating clinical topics, introduce you to incredible individuals, and enhance your skills to bridge the gap from bench to bedside.
If you've any questions, topic suggestions, or you'd like to get involved, we'd love to hear from you. Connect with us via our social media platforms or send us an email.
Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep engaging with your studies. Thank you for joining us at the Mug Hub podcast.